Hey guys, just setting things up here. Let me know if the audio is okay. Yeah, Flight Simulator is not free. $60, I think, is what it was. I think it's worth it, but it's a huge game. It's like 200 gigs. It's so huge. You always got to have the National Hurricane Center as my home page whenever I go online. Let me bring up the GeoGuessr. Some of you, you may have gotten a notification from me about a few hours ago. I was testing out the webcam. The computer doesn't always read the webcam properly, so I was doing a little quick test. So I'm sorry if you got a little notification. I just let it up for like a minute and deleted it. All right. All right, hope you guys are all doing well. Just to let you know right off the bat, there's a thunderstorm going on at our house. We're in a wooded area, and we often lose power. So if the stream just cuts off all of a sudden, that may have been what happens. But I think we'll be okay. I think the worst of the thunderstorm part passed, but it is raining pretty heavy right now. I'm going to start off doing some GeoGuessr first. I know that it's for folks that are maybe Europe or overseas. It's already getting kind of late, so I'll start doing something that's kind of world oriented. So I'll do GeoGuessr for a little bit and hopefully improve on my last time doing it, and then I'll do Flight Simulator, which I think is really cool. I'm looking forward to streaming that for the first time. So I was part of another stream with Mr. Beat and Canubis and Spaghetti Road and Geography Joe, and we did a little challenge on this. It was a lot of fun. I did better on that than my time doing it by myself, so that was good. So I'm going to start with a country streak, and I'll do a U.S. streak later on, and we'll see how well I can do. And you can see my best streak here, 115. I mean, when's that going to happen again? So. All right, so if you're unfamiliar with this game, I streamed this a couple of months ago. So what I normally do is I'll stream something like this 1 month, and then the next month do a Q&A session. And what this is, GeoGuessr, is an online game where it uses Google Street View. So what I'm doing right now is I'm looking at Google Street View, and I'm trying to determine where I am in the world, just a country. So I don't need to know very specifically where I'm at, just literally just the country. This is so here I'm going by what the terrain looks like. It obviously gets cold during the winter with some snow. Seems pretty flat. My first guess would be Eastern Europe. Looks kind of Eastern European. So I usually go by, like, I know a lot of players, they can just go boom, that's, Poland or whatever, and know what that is. But I don't know the license plates very well. So if you're familiar with GeoGuessr or Chicago Geographer, these guys are really, really good at this, and they're basically professionals. So we're coming up into a town. I haven't seen a single sign. There's a guy on a horse, so you don't find people riding horses in really wealthy countries, so Eastern Europe does seem kind of like the place we are. Here's finally a sign. Wow, what is that? I don't know what language that is. Wow, I have no clue what that is. I didn't recognize the alphabet even. Normally I can at least kind of get the alphabet general idea. So this is some type of Cyrillic. It's two different alphabets. One of them appears to be possibly Russian, but it's got a Slavic. I think Bulgaria is. I'm thinking Bulgaria. That's my. Because Russia, would Russia have bilingual signs? I don't think Russia would have bilingual signs. Because that other sign had stuff in Slavic. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that only that one sign was bilingual. So wow, this is right off the bat, I got one that stumped me. What did that say? And I did the default settings, but I'm not going to, if I'm taking like super forever, I'm just going to guess. I mean, the game is called GeoGuessr. I'm seeing a lot of signs in red and green, like a red and green color scheme here, which again is pointing to Bulgaria. Well, if I knew my beers, which I do not. You know what? No, is that right? KG? No. Is it? Is it? Kyrgyzstan. Wow. I didn't even know Kyrgyzstan was in Google Street View. That's the first time I've seen Kyrgyzstan. I think it's called Kyrgyz Republic now. But anyway, wow. All right. I also thought it would be more mountainous, but that obviously wasn't the capital city area around Bishkek or something. It's really nice. I'd like to visit there, do some hiking, although I think there's been some internal issues in the recent years. I think maybe Tajikistan might be a little bit better for hiking. All right, so here, T2E Station. That sounds very Australia, New Zealand-ish. I can often go by vegetation, like southern hemisphere vegetation, but this one, I don't know. So how many folks out there play this game? I'm just curious how many people play. There's a big community of this game, and a lot of streamers doing this. Obviously, people that are way better than me, way better at this than me. But I wasn't sure just how many folks played. I'm not getting many signs. I need signs with languages and alphabets to really get a good start. Tahui wasn't really helping me out too much. I'm still thinking. All right. can't even tell what side of the road they're driving on because it's just one lane road. Mountainous would lead, I think, in New Zealand more than Australia. Tahui sounds kind of Maori-ish, Polynesian-ish. There's a street sign that should be in English. No, it's a picture sign. This doesn't look like Southern Hemisphere though. It's corn. I mean, yeah, I mean, wow. 2 in a row. I'm off to a bad start with being stumped. I'm thinking this is... I don't want to look at chat, so I'm trying to avoid cheating. I don't want to get any hints, but if it's all right, I knew it was going to be English. All right, so it looks too mountainous to... All right, I'm just going to guess. Basing it all off of... All right. Now, if it was a flag, I still don't know how to tell the Australia and New Zealand flag apart. One of them has a Southern Cross. One of them has something different. Antelope. That sounds Southern African. Driving on the right side of the road. Oh, okay. So much for African. That is obviously Espanol. Let's see. This is mid-latitude Latin America, so it's probably southern South America. I'm thinking Chile, Argentina, maybe Uruguay. It's really flat, and it certainly isn't tropical. Leaves are off the trees. Although I haven't seen anything yet to... as far as whether it's Argentina or Chile. Argentina has more flatness. And it's almost... I'm almost thinking Mexico, but what part of Mexico would look like this? I don't know. All right, I'm going to guess, and I'm going to be wrong, probably. What does that say? Cannot reach that or read that. All right. I'm thinking Argentina. Oh, what happened here? Oh, it was zoomed in on Antarctica. All right, so this. All right, old dude with his shirt off. That's something you always want to see. It looks to be Eastern Europe. Eastern Europe is always the part of the world that gets me the most. I usually lose on, oh, all right, English. Port Waikato. That is Namibia? No. Cannot quite read that. I should know where this is. That could also be New Zealand again. Do the right thing. I wonder if this is also this New Zealand again, or Australia, because it looks kind of. But it has an American or Canadian style phone number. This can't be Canada. Is this Canada? Does Australia have those kind of phone numbers? Like the three digit dash 4 digits? I thought only North America had those. Can I move in this direction, please? All right. So that's why I'm like, that kind of phone number, that's like a, but this would have to be Canada because the signs are, but Port Waikato, this is not Canada. So somewhere else has these types of phone numbers. All right, so maybe, oh, it goes back to this. I hate when it does this. It goes to like the old resolution. Oh, that didn't last long, at least. I mean, I'm honestly thinking this is New Zealand again. This game loves to do that. But it's so dry. Where would this be in New Zealand? The western part of the South Island? No. I don't know where this would be. All right, I'm going to guess New Zealand again. See, that's one thing I don't like about this game is it's supposed to be random, but then you get, I mean, you can just get the same places over and over again. Jama Cave. I mean, that looks like Czech, Slovak, Croatian-ish. Can't quite read that. Slovenia is where the word karst comes from, which is an area that describes large areas of limestone, we call it caves. So most caves are solution caves, which is eroding limestone, and Slovenia is one of the top areas in the world for caving. So but the word karst is a Slovenian term, and we still use that here in English. Okay, I'm going the wrong way. This is not taking me anywhere. I'm not saying this is Slovenia, but it was something about caves, and it was a Slavic type language. So, but there's probably plenty of caves in Croatia as well. This looks more Central Europe, though. This looks more Czechia. Those types of roofs, I don't know. Ooh, that's a cemetery showroom. That's weird. I mean, you see places that make monuments, but they're not usually like a showroom. These are all new. Wow, that's weird. All right, kind of a weird spot for it too. All right, we're coming into town. Oh, this will give it away. This sign will be what I need. Oh, and I can't go over there. Oh, I can't read this sign. EU, well, that doesn't help all that much. Look at this sign. Doesn't that make you want to drive faster if you can hit those kids? That can happen? What kind of sign is that? All right. Jelenik, that's Croatian, has a lot of stuff that starts with a J, but it sounds like a Y. I'm pretty sure Croatia is EU. I mean, it is EU. Wish I could read this sign better. Like, All right, well. Neat little town. You know, it's a small town, a little rough around the edges, but it's got some nice character to it. Streets are empty. This must be like a Sunday morning when they're driving through here. It's a good time to film stuff if you're doing cities, like Sunday mornings. All right, I have no idea where this is. If this sign doesn't give it away, I'm going to guess. And it doesn't. All right, I'm going Czechia. What does chat say? They're all saying Slovenia. Oh no. Can I cheat and say Slovenia? I'm looking at chat. I'm cheating. Oh, I can't do that. I can't. I said I'm going to say Czechia. It's not Czechia. It's Slovenia. You said you saw the Slovenian flag. I didn't see it anywhere. But I'm so focused on looking at signs, I miss flags a lot. So, but my initial guess was Slovenia. All right, I'm gonna try one more country streak. See if I can redeem myself from that. That's the kind of situation where you definitely would like to know, the little secret stuff, like, GeoGuessr's like, oh, only Hungary uses those types of those signs to hold up fences or something. So I do not know that stuff. I try to base everything off of scenery, vegetation. You can kind of tell the latitude-ish by the types of, like right now the leaves are off the trees, so it's not tropical kind of thing. So I try to go by like geographic clues and not really how the different countries paint the roads kind of stuff. But at this time, it would be nice to know that. All right, that's English. I can't read what it says, but it was English. Play something commercial. All right, so this is English. Looks kind of. Well, that's not English. Oh, that one sign was English, but I don't think this is an English-speaking country. Wow, what does that sign mean? Half the time I'm playing this game, I'm just like looking around at stuff, not even trying to play it. Just trying to see how things look in different countries. All right, coming to a town. All right, that's obviously French, so limits the countries here. France, Switzerland, Belgium. Very flat. Not like there are flat parts of Switzerland, but this probably is not Switzerland. It's probably France, which means it's Belgium. I guess France. All right, I'm going France. All right, and it's like another Eastern Europe. Sometimes you'll play this and it's just all be European or they'll all be Latin American, or you get a bunch in Africa or Southeast Asia. And this appears to be a Europe one. Former communist country, it looks like. These type of buildings. This is a really poor Eastern European country. Maybe Romania? What is that sign? Stop ahead. Oh, it means that. Let's see. This is not a great town to figure out where you're going. There's a bus. Let's see if the bus says something. Le Route, another. It's also French. But that doesn't mean this is a French-speaking country. But there are poor parts of France. And based on how this game is going, it wouldn't surprise me if it's France again. I really need to be on the lookout for flags more. I miss that a lot. I just don't even seem to notice them. I'm leaning towards France again. I don't know, but just because that sign was in French doesn't mean it's French. All right, there'll be some more signs. This will help. Oh, yeah, talk about a place that's not France. This place. All right, so that looks. Wow, that looks Baltic? I don't know what that is. Wow, okay. It's poor, so... That might have been the downtown of this town. That might have been the best I get to go off of. Wow. Whatever town the other one is, I can't read the sign anyway. Ooh, boy. This is, I mean, that's Roman script. Hey, look, they have the EPA there. Wow, okay. I think that town was the best I'm going to get to go off of. What does this dude look like? Look at the camera, dude. What's he doing? See, now this is all... Alright, this is Romania. It's Romania. Of course it's Lithuania. Look. Oh, man. So Lithuania must use Roman script then. I don't know why I thought Lithuania used Cyrillic. This is why I don't stream this game all that often. But let me try. I'm going to go to a U.S. state streak and see if I can do something slightly better than that horrible atrocity of my streak there. So this is the exact same thing. It's just with U.S. states, and so it's just just guessing where you're at. This is pretty hard too, because one thing you realize is that a lot of places are kind of generic America. You know, they kind of, a lot of places look fairly similar. Like right off the bat, this could be a ton of places. These trees, this construction, Honda S2000, that's a cool car. About the best I got right now is obviously eastern half of the U.S., or contiguous U.S. at least. I don't know which states have front license plates, and I don't see how people can read. Like some plates you can tell through the blurry, but man, I don't see how you can tell certain ones. You can tell there's Vermont or something, or New Jersey's pretty obvious. Area code 571 or 703. That is that Virginia? 703, I think, is Virginia. I used to know like all the area codes. I was weird like that. I've forgotten a lot of them. Maybe 702 is Northern Virginia. This definitely looks kind of mid-Atlantic. Got a Cape Hatteras lighthouse there on the yard ornament. Here's a work truck. It's still just the 703. Pete, what are you doing flying your American flags? Fly a state flag. Be proud of your state. So that's a yellow plate. That looks almost like New Mexico, but that could be, that could also be maybe like a bought a new car at Smith Ford or something, but that looks almost too bright to be New Jersey. None of the other ones are yellow, so I think New Jersey plates are yellow. Kind of that faded yellow. I'm back in another. Okay, I just. Give me something on this work van. Don't you want people to know where you are? Alright, that's GeoGuessr, so we'll have the streak end at 0. Alright, so this is 703. So where's 702? I need to know my area codes better. Alright, so this is, well, we're not in Arkansas at the point of this. So where are we? If that's the sign to welcome to Arkansas, this is... We could be in Arkansas, just the sign is just after the state line. So this looks like the Arkansas-Mississippi border. Yeah, that makes sense. Going to Mississippi gets to low resolution. All right, let's see. No, Missouri. Okay. All right. But wait. Where was I at the start? So that's the state line. So I started right here. So is this... Okay, those DDs, that's Missouri. All right. That's pretty cheap on the part of GeoGuessr. That puts you right there at the state. Look at that. Look at that. Right at the tri-state point. Look at that. Right where Mississippi, Tennessee, Missouri, Arkansas come together. That is cheap right there, GeoGuessr. All right. Newspaper signs. Ooh, I can't quite read that. I don't think I'm going to get a good angle to read that. Nice road. Most of the states I drove through on my most recent road trip did not have very good roads. Although the roads have gotten better in the U.S. over the past about 5 years or so. I think there was a big infrastructure bill a handful of years back, and I think a lot of the places were able to do more work on road construction last year with, fewer cars on the road. So the roads in general are better. Californians complain about their high gas prices, but yeah, the best roads I've driven on in quite a while. Oh, it blurs it out at the distance I need to be able to read it. 207. That. I really wish I remembered all my area codes. Because 207 is an old area code. All the oldest ones have a 0 and a 1 in the middle. And if it has another digit in the middle, it's in one of the newer ones that's split off. So, it almost looks like Virginia again. Yeah, this is not a whole lot to go off of, and without knowing the area code is Maine. It's Maine. It just hit me, 207. All right. This subdivision didn't pan out too well, did it? It's like California City. A place out in the desert where they built this big old, all the street and subdivision, but no houses. It's kind of surreal. Be a great place for a solar power farm. All those streets are just not being used. It's out in the desert. All right, what does this say? It says recycle. That's good. You can't recycle glass anymore in Chattanooga. I don't know. I think that's kind of a common thing now. Places aren't taking glass. I think it costs more to recycle glass than what you get out of it. This kind of looks like, I want to say it's California, but no, it's not. Clark County Commissioner. All right, so now that's always been in Clark County, Nevada. Clark County, Washington would make the most sense. There's no Clark County, California. I'm not sure about Oregon. This is Washington. All right. I know my counties. I can do counties real well. Probably frighteningly well. School. No. Oh, there'll be a flag over there. All right. Can't get to it though. It's a blue flag with the state symbol on it, guys. You'll never guess which one that is. Oh no, that's North Carolina. Nice. All right. Gravel Road Trailer Park. Let's say Waterbury. Oh, Canterbury. 304 is beautiful, wild, and wonderful West Virginia. I mean, whoever set this one up, start you off in a trailer park on a gravel road for West Virginia. I mean, come on, guys. That's just being a jerk. All right. Oh, this will be an easy one. This will be easy. Whoa, what happened to the sign? Dakota Land, Homes and Storage. We should just combine North and South Dakota and call it Dakota Land. Well, there we go. It is actually North Dakota. I don't know. This could be South Dakota. This guy's being a smart butt, putting you right in front of a sign, Business Route 29, next to a business, Dakota Land. Business Route 29 goes through both Dakotas. It's 6 lanes. If it's 6 lanes, it's probably Sioux Falls. I don't think Fargo would have 6 lanes. Maybe. Sioux Falls would. So I'm thinking South Dakota. Great Plains Zoo, that doesn't help. Downtown Washington Pavilion, that doesn't help either. South Dakota, all right. Yeah, I figured it had to be Sioux Falls because the 6-lane freeway. I don't think Grand Forks, Bismarck, and let me know if Fargo has 6-lane. Wasn't I just here? Wait a minute. Wasn't I literally just here? No, I guess not. Well, it's not Louisiana. Well, you know, it's not Florida. All right, give me something to go by. Well, here we go. I didn't want to have to get it with something like that, but I knew there's one of those states out there near Lubbock. All right, this is eastern contiguous U.S. It's always tough to figure out which way it goes toward town. I think the way this thing is set up, they're supposed to be somewhat close to some type of civilization. Like you can't just be complete middle of nowhere. Sumner, Oran. don't know either of those two. Fayette County, there that nails it down. There's like 1 million Fayette counties. I think this might be Kentucky's Fayette County. But there are a bunch of Fayette counties, though. It's pretty funny because I think pretty much everywhere in the U.S. you see Lafayette. It's pronounced Lafayette, Louisiana, or whatever, but the one in Georgia is pronounced Lafayette. Where are you going? Lafayette? All right. I'm still thinking Kentucky. Oh, that should help. Oh, no, I already know it's Fayette County, though, so that's not going to help. What does that sign say? Fairbank. That doesn't help. All right, so that's the sign that I want to see. Where'd it go? That doesn't help either. I'm going to just go Kentucky. Iowa. Iowa. Wow, that wasn't even remotely close. That's bad. That's real bad. So I'm going to look at chat. Anybody get Iowa? Because I wasn't even thinking that part of the country. But I'm going to look at chat real quick. Emmanuel, I don't know if they still do the 100,000 subscriber plaques or not. I don't know. I haven't gotten any info from YouTube on that. So, yeah, Ryan, 11 counties named Fayette. Yeah, that's there are a bunch. Yeah. Echoing audio. Has it been echoing for a long time? I didn't change any settings, so I hope it wasn't been doing this. Started echo after France. Okay, I don't know what happened. I haven't changed any settings, so hopefully it's better. Yeah. Anyway, I'll do one more state streak, and then I'll try. I'll fire up the flight simulator. All right, here we got a pretty recent style subdivision, pretty common throughout the U.S. This one's for sale. 27. That is Kentucky. That's figures. Figures. I think this game was trolling me. I guess Kentucky got it wrong, and then they gave you Kentucky. All right. So this is kind of a nice area. Ooh, that's not good. I went the wrong way. Let's start over. Let's go this way. Nothing yet to give anything away. Fall foliage. Maple trees. This feels southern-ish. Ivanhoe. There's a really gnarly town in California called Ivanhoe. A friend of mine lived there. It was a pretty sketchy place. Just cut to this parking lot here. All right. Here we go. More, snow. Okay. Oh, this will be the name of a town up here. Oh, this will give it away. Illinois. Would I have gotten it from the town name? Oh, I can't see. Oh, that was Chicago Metro. Oh. Did not feel like we were in big city metro. This looks like it's almost like Nebraska where I was last month. It's got that kind of a western Nebraska look to it. I mean, this really does look like western Nebraska. Real nice area too. I mean, you'll be on a road like this for about an hour. You'll get to a town of like 200 people. That's the big town for the next hour. I mean, it's a really interesting drive. If that's what this is. And, of course, if it is, I might be having to click this for a half an hour. All right, what does that say? That's one of those no passing things. I mean, this could be just about any of the Great Plains states. I think they all have a part that looks kind of like this. I don't know why sometimes you click and it goes real slow. All right. Yeah, now that looks a lot like Nebraska right here. Thin layer of grass, sand underneath, not many trees. I don't have anything else to go on, just that I was in a similar scenery last month. All right, so I'm going to go Nebraska. I have no patience. Oh, right there on the border, and I was basically right there. I was right there near Valentine. Oh, man, that's brutal. All right, I said I would do one more, but because that one was so bad, I'll do one more. So I told people I would start doing the flight sim at 6. So in the way I've been playing, I'll be done with this streak in about 30 seconds. I think also part of it is when I'm streaming this, I want to go kind of fast. When I play it alone, I take my time, and it would be awful to watch. So I try to go not so slow, but I obviously miss a lot. It's kind of an interesting spot for a new subdivision. It's like nothing really else around. This looks very Midwestern. River Valley-ish, maybe Mississippi River Valley. Triangle H Farm, area code 618. That means, nah, it doesn't. Madison County. Okay, 618 Madison County. I mean, of course, there's a million Madison counties. Mississippi? What is Mississippi's main area code? I don't know. I've got some signs up here. It usually helps. Stoplight. Atlanta Grandview. Yeah, I think that's a red herring right there. There's no 618 in Georgia. Edwardsville School District. Edwardsville. Is that Indiana? Seems like a weird, busy like it's like we're in the middle of nowhere, but these cars are coming from somewhere. The town must be this way. Liberty Fence, St. Louis. That doesn't mean this is Missouri, though. This could be Illinois. Madison County is Illinois. Another red herring. No, it is Madison, Missouri, too. Hold on. I don't want to be too dumb yet. I'll save my dumb for a few minutes. Lucy and Ricardo's Mexican and Italian restaurant. It's either really good or really bad. There was a place in Columbia, South Carolina, where it was a Korean woman and a Cuban man that were married, and it was this really good mishmash of Korean and Cuban. It was so good. All right, I'm going Illinois. I think that sign for St. Louis was a red herring. Yeah. Madison County is one of the suburban counties of St. Louis. Kind of a weird spot that if you live in St. Louis, that you would live on the Illinois side with how high the property taxes are. Most folks live on the Missouri side, but I'm surprised that anybody lives on the Illinois side, honestly. It's kind of like the Memphis border. Almost no one lives in Mississippi because Mississippi has much higher taxes than Tennessee. It's kind of strange. Same with Augusta. Not many folks live on the South Carolina side because the high taxes. Greenville, Kentucky. This game is trolling me. I lost on Kentucky. Now they're giving me Kentucky. All right. Those are interesting birdhouses. What kind of birds would live in these? It's really cool. We have birdhouses at our house to attract them, and I have not seen ones that look like that. Ooh, that's a cool neighborhood. I like these kind of older neighborhoods. $210 Bear Roofing. That's really, I would not expect a part of San Antonio to look like this. All right. I mean, it's an old city, but I didn't think they would have construction like that in an older part of the city. I like the older part of San Antonio. None of these roads go anywhere. This one looks like this is the smallest road. This goes somewhere, though. The other ones look like they go nowhere. I can't even go any more that direction. This is a dirt road, too. Well, you know you live in a nice... You can't even go down there. Well, I have to go this way. Is that a mobile home with wood on it? Wood siding? That's a cool looking house. All right, I'm wasting too much time here. All right, a wagon wheel fence is very Western. This doesn't look Western, though. Yeah, this looks like Kansas. This is Kansas-ish. Small towns have a little grain depot there. Logan County. There's a lot of those, too. Broadway. This is Broadway. Logan County. There's so many Logan counties. This is not obviously West Virginia. Really expensive gas. I wonder when this, of course, you know when this was taken. There's a lake, Napoleon City. Napoleon Logan County, Central Dakota. It's one or the other. Napoleon. Mackinac. The other ones have been South Dakota, so that's trying to set me up to fool me for this being South Dakota. I don't know. I like that sign. September is the corn show, guys. So you want to go to Napoleon, whichever Dakota this is. This is the downtown. Cute little downtown. Hilda's. That sounds more North Dakota-ish. I'm sure there are no Hilda's in South Dakota. Trophy House, but spelled German. No area code on that. This game has been giving me the Dakotas for sure. Whichever one I guess is going to be the other one. All right. GeoGuessr, guess South Dakota. And of course it's North Dakota. All right. So another really bad streak on my part. Yeah. So definitely not good. You look at my previous games. Where is it? How do you do that? Activities. So you gotta. Where is? Yeah. All right. So not good. I think if I just went slower, paid more attention, I'd probably do a lot better. But that's why I'm not a professional at this game. I just do it for fun. Definitely not on the leaderboards at all. I'm just not not that good. I don't take care enough to learn the kind of secret nuances and stuff. So I'll answer a few questions before I start the flight simulator thing. So I'll probably start off just somewhere in general to see if we can get a general idea where you want to fly. Aaron, my personal streak is it doesn't go back very far. I have one that's like 115. It was ridiculous. I mean, and state 62. Now the 115, my next best one is like 80, and the next one's like most of them are in the 30s and 40s. But I mean, I have some with just single digits like today, and I mean, yeah, the 115, it was just completely ridiculous. I got so many, like there were some that were duplicates, like not only similar countries, but the exact same spot. And it was really weird to get that many duplicates. And certain countries put up like 10 times on there. Yeah, I didn't even think about the Bismarck Napoleon thing. Yeah. Got some sports spoilers in chat. Al Quinn, are you or have you ever been a communist? I am the founder of the Tennessee Communist Party. I'm assuming that's a troll question, but no, I've not been a communist before. I thought about it. It just seems like such a great idea. Yeah, the echo. I don't know where that came from. I have the other computer muted, so I'm not sure where it came from. But I have been having issues with this stupid webcam. That's why you might have gotten like a little notification this afternoon about the stream going up. It didn't go up. It was just me testing the webcam and it wasn't working right. So I'm not sure if that's why the audio. I don't know. I'm the least tech savvy person in the developed world, so I don't really know. But I am gonna X out of this and bring up Steam and Flight Sim. So for those of you that are not familiar with Microsoft Flight Simulator, it is a video game. I mean, this is Steam, which is a video game playing service. And so it's a game. It's going to be on Xbox coming soon. So generally what it's meant to be is an actual flight simulator. There's the gauges and all the needles and all this stuff that you need to learn how to fly. And it can actually be pretty complicated. But I don't care about that stuff. I care about how you're flying over Google Maps. So what you're seeing on the ground is satellite imagery. So when I fly on this game, I fly in like a crop duster or a real small plane. So you can fly low and really see the terrain. Some of the cities, if you go to a city, you can see the high rise and stuff. Dividended nerd, yes, I did get vaccinated, and I'm still alive. The echo is back. I don't know what's going on, guys. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't have anything settings changed, so oh yeah, it's right. It's based on Bing Maps. That is true. It is Bing Maps, but I've been pretty happy with Flight Sim in terms of the actual technical, like the running of the game. I do not like how it is the biggest freaking video game ever. It's like 200 gigs, and there's all these updates, and you have to get them. It's really frustrating. There was just one, I had to update it. It was Norway, Sweden, Finland, Denmark, Iceland, which is great, but it was 10 gigs. So I didn't want to be forced to download it. So I used just a regular old knockoff Xbox controller for this. You can use the mouse and keypad if you want the more realistic kind of thing, but I set it up to be arcadey. So I'll often crash the plane because I'm not good at the actual flying of it, and often I'll try to fly real close to the ground to see the buildings and crash. So yeah, it takes a while to load this thing too. It's such a huge game. It was like 150 gigs to download, and there's been at least 50 gigs of updates since. It's pretty crazy. All right. So, all right. I'm going to check real quick. I do believe the first request I saw was for Toronto. It doesn't mean you can request it and I'm going to go there, because I think now that I've said you can go where people were requesting. So I'm going to go to Toronto, and someone said the Grand Canyon. I'll do that too. And then after that, we'll just see generally what the kind of places people want to see. It's really cool. I just like doing this just to see the places, things you can never see. Yeah, there are some special joysticks just for this game. I'm not that hardcore. But apparently the flight sim aspect of it is so realistic that you can actually use it for flight training, which is weird. Yeah, here's the world update. I already updated it, and it still has to run through this every time. It's really frustrating. But it is a huge game, so with this kind of terrain and resolution, I'm not going to complain too much, but it does take a long time to just kind of get started. We have 5 new bespoke airports. And there's a new challenge to land a jumbo jet, which I cannot do. All right, so Go to the world map. So we're going to Toronto first. What is Toronto's airport code? I think I can just go to. Okay. Okay. What's the? I don't know what the main one is. Of course, that doesn't really matter. Flight conditions. I want it to always be during the day. I don't care about being realistic. You can do it with high winds, weather, kind of stuff. I don't care. I just want clear skies. I want it to be during the day, no sunrise or sunset. Alright, let's fly. So I think I'm in a Cessna, something like this. So I'm hoping that the Markham Airport is close enough to downtown where I can just see the high rise and get to downtown without even having to figure it out. Plenty of high rises in downtown Toronto. Yeah, again, these loading screens, man. It's like PlayStation 1. Yeah, this will be coming to Xbox. I'm not sure how well it's going to run on Xbox. This is a pretty intense game. I mean, I know the new Xbox is really powerful, but all right, so I don't. Stupid things not taking off. What is going on here? Is my controller dead? What's going on? This is fantastic. First time streaming this thing. Yeah, this is not good. I don't know what happened here. It's supposed to disengage the stupid brake. And I don't know why it's not. Okay, alright, hold on a second, guys. This is wonderful. Exactly how I want to do my first stream of this. Guys, I don't know what's going on here. The stupid plane won't fly. What is going on? Okay, it's flying. All right. I don't know if the batteries are bad on this controller or what, but we're taking off. Alright, so, can't you tell we're in Toronto? hopefully see the high rises at some point. Know which direction we're going. I don't see anything. Okay, this airport is obviously nowhere near downtown. Where is? I don't see any sign of a big city. Where on earth is this airport? Relative to Toronto. That's delayed. Okay, let me get back to all right, so that obviously is not the main, because the main Toronto airport is what, YYZ? Isn't that where the Rush song comes from? Pearson, not Mark. I knew it was, I couldn't remember the stupid name of the airport. All right, sorry guys. Geography dude does not know the main airport in Toronto. All right. But yes, Pearson, YYZ. You should not trust me flying. I would be a terrible flyer. If I actually spent the time to learn the game itself, like all the controls and stuff, I, would be better at the actual flying aspect. But I don't care enough about the actual real thing this game was meant for. Man, this thing. I can't imagine having to run this game on a. This computer is really powerful. I can't imagine having to run it on a weak computer. All right, so we're I don't know what is going on with this. This is beyond frustrating. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's. I'm having some massive. I need to figure out what's going on with this. But all right, ready to take off. Finally getting speed here. This is some riveting internet, people. Watch the guy not figure out how to play his own game. Alright, so downtown is. Oh, I look like I saw some high rises over here. Alright, so this is beautiful Toronto, Ontario, Canada. We are heading toward. No, that's not downtown. No, obviously that's down, not the other way. All right, so turn around here. So we'll be going through some of the main area downtown. And I'm not sure how updated the map itself is. So it's like Bing Maps from 2019, or if it's from last year. Or so you'll be able to see if if you're from Toronto, maybe look for some of the new high rises and some of the newer developments. So where we are right now is. So we're a decent amount west of the city, and so you obviously can start seeing some of the high rises there. This is a huge airport, I'm sure it's the biggest one in Canada. So major flight center. I think there are more high-rise under construction in Toronto than anywhere else in the world. So the skyline is really changing. It's been a few years since, probably 5 years since I've been there, so I'm sure it's changed quite a bit in terms of the number of high rises. So you'll see here, other secondary CBDs, not CBDs, but other areas with some high rises. One of these, Just go, if you're from Toronto, look at the traffic on those highways, right? Isn't that the way it always is? This smooth flowing traffic, you have all this space on the freeways. Was it the QE2 or whatever it's called? Always fast flowing traffic. All right, so the way this works, these from the side angle, this is not what the houses look like, but from above. So that's how it'll look from the actual satellite image. But from the side, it kind of fills in what these buildings might look like. So if your house is like right there, it won't literally be your house, but the roof will. So this appears to be a pretty decent part of Toronto, single-family homes. These are big apartment complexes. I think most of the big high-rises going up in Toronto are condos. And there's a big change going on downtown with wanting it to be a little more pedestrian-oriented. So I think the plan is to almost have Toronto be kind of like Manhattan, just pedestrian-oriented, narrowing streets downtown to make more bike lanes. So I'm not sure what this cluster is. It might be something medical or higher education, or I'm not sure if Canada has public housing projects. I'm not sure. Yeah, real impressive skyline. Definitely one of the best skylines in the country, or on the continent. I have a video about the skyline, and I put Toronto number 3. I think only Manhattan and Chicago have a better skyline. But the way it's growing in Toronto, it might pass Chicago in the somewhat near future. Chicago's not having a ton of new high-rises. All right, so the big tower thing is called the CN Tower. I'm not sure how big it is compared to the Seattle Space Needle. You can go to the top of it. I'm horrifyingly afraid of heights. I did not do that. But kind of a touristy area around there. So I'll go to the kind of harbor front area where it's pretty touristy. You got the nice park area. During the summer, people go to the beach. That's the baseball stadium there with the Blue Jays. The NHL Hockey Hall of Fame is, of course, going to be in Toronto. So a real nice area. You can go across the lake there. You can take a little boats over there. If you're a good paddler, you can paddle over there. So just a really nice town. I mean, it's just so nice for a big city. I mean, big cities should not be reasonably clean. They should not be reasonably safe. They should be dirty, dingy, horrible places where you might get stabbed at any minute. And Toronto is just, I'm kidding, of course, but Toronto is very nice. It's, I would say, much nicer than any city in the U.S., certainly of the major cities. Yeah, I want to go over to that little island area over there. It's really cool. Very popular during the summertime. It gets pretty hot in Toronto. Very humid. Right there on the lake. Fish flies. Yeah, beaches. I think there are a few people that live here. Like a handful of houses. I didn't know there was a runway on there. They could have probably started this game from that. Yeah, there are a few houses on here. I'm not sure if there are roads on this island, but yeah. I mean, this is probably, I would imagine, I'm not 100% sure, but it's probably a high dollar place in Toronto. I think if you live here, this is not the hood in Toronto. But really nice neighborhoods. I'm going to go over to a couple of cool neighborhoods. One of them just near the University of Toronto. I guess Canadians don't pronounce the second T. It's like Toronto. But near the University of Toronto, there's a nice little area, some cool shops. I should have been in the crop duster. It's hard to navigate downtown skyscrapers with the Cessna. The crop duster is better, but Well, I mean, but this is really cool. If you're from Toronto, this is this is what it looks like. This is not just computer overlay. This is the actual city. So this whole Midtown area is just been. I think this right around here is where a lot of the new high-rises are going up. I think it's Yonge Street, Yonge is the main drag. I think that's what we're flying over. And that's where you're starting to see a lot of the new high-rise and new development. I'm not sure what this cluster of high-rises is out here. This is York, I think. I don't know. I'm not super familiar with the neighborhoods and stuff, but I think York is just north of downtown. I don't know what this is. This is kind of a commercial area too. If you're from the U.S. and you haven't been to Toronto, especially if you're Michigan, New England, I mean, just take the short drive there. I mean, I'm not sure if they're letting Americans in right now, but once they do, it's a wonderful place to visit. It's one of my favorite cities. You just park their car somewhere downtown and spend the whole day walking around. A lot of great neighborhoods. Part of town called Leslieville. Wouldn't be worth flying over on this. We know we have to see. It was kind of like your hipster, cool restaurants and boutiques and stuff. Probably my favorite part of town there, other than the immediate downtown. But yeah, so this is what for Americans, this is what the largest city in Canada looks like. Much more densely developed downtown than most U.S. cities. Probably only New York, Chicago, and San Francisco are more dense than this. But yeah, I'm going to see if I can navigate a little bit here, then we'll go on to somewhere else, see where you guys want to go. Alright, so I'm going to crash into the water. See if it's fine. Ready, guys? You want... And that's what actually happens when you land in the water. Alright. Alright, so where are we going? We're going to the Grand Canyon. Let's see. Yeah, Vancouver has a nice, very nice downtown as well. All right. I think the Grand Canyon Airport is simply called Grand Canyon, I believe. Grand Canyon Airport. Let's get the smaller plane. Yeah, the crop duster is better. Alright, let's take the crop duster to the Grand Canyon. Hopefully the thing will take off this time. I don't know what issues I've been having with taking off. So, let me see, the Grand Canyon Airport is... let me check real quick. Alright, so we're going to go. The airport is just south of the Grand Canyon. Wow, this is a grass runway. I guess I would have thought the Grand Canyon Airport would have been like a real runway. I thought it was more like a real airport. This is not a real airport. Alright, so it's going to be northwest of here, so I'm going to And so, the other thing good about this game is that you can fly over places you could just never actually get to, like extreme wilderness, just way backcountry places, over the Pamirs, over the Himalayas in Central Asia. There's just a lot of places you can go that you wouldn't otherwise be able to see. Alright, so should be getting close. The only problem with these crop duster ones, or whatever kind of plane this is it just goes so slow. You're not going much faster than you'd be driving. Okay, where on earth am I going with this? Why am I not seeing the Grand Canyon? I don't think this was the right airport. All right, I was like, that doesn't look right. Why would there be another airport called Grand Canyon? Grand Canyon. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why that is. Why that airport was called Grand Canyon. I was like, what on earth? This doesn't look anything like where it's supposed to be. Yeah, you can fly out of Vegas. The problem is the planes are really slow. So if you take the planes that go really fast, I mean, you're not flying a 747 at 100 feet above the ground. So you have to be in one of these smaller planes, and so got to go. That makes more sense why there's actually a real runway there. Yeah, so this is what it looks like around the Grand Canyon. A lot of folks are a little surprised when they're getting close to it. I'm like, what? We're getting close to it. It doesn't feel like we're getting very close to it, but it does look kind of like this, or exactly like this, obviously, as you get near. Yeah, it's a tough place to visit if you're only going to spend a short time there. Yeah, it's really disappointing to just do the quick drive-through, stop at the points of interest, the little viewpoints, and it's just so crowded. But yeah, northern Arizona is a lot different than what a lot of folks think, because the mountains around Flagstaff get a ton of snow. So, I mean, obviously, Arizona is a major desert. It's all just all desert, but the areas, these high mountains just north of Flagstaff, tons of snow. One of the snowiest parts of the contiguous U.S. Honestly, it's pretty crazy. You wouldn't expect it in Arizona. But still isn't enough water for a state with 7 million people with no water. Yeah, this is a really slow plane, but the larger one, like the larger they are, the less you can maneuver them. So if you really want to get into some of the wilderness stuff, it's early spring is probably a good time to go. I mean, really, even winter would be a good time to go, because I mean it can get cold there, but it's not like so cold you're going to be miserable. All right, so coming up to it, so it just kind of hits you like this. I mean, even on the road, you're kind of getting there, like, wait a minute, this is forested, it doesn't look mountainous, it's not canyony, it's not really red. And so here is the town of Grand Canyon. It's a lot of lodging. One of these is the Lodge Visitor Center, right about here. So again, that's how it looks from the top, but the size of the buildings have been filled in. So that's the lodge and the visitor center right there. So yeah, really cool. This is what it looks like. This is the actual, again, satellite imagery of it. So just this whole area is just, I mean, I just love the whole Four Corners region, the national parks, all this sandstone. It's just so colorful. Capitol Reef National Park in Utah, the rocks are just so red and just colorful. It's just, I mean, it's beautiful. And so you can imagine, I mean, that to get to just this part, I've been flying for like 10 minutes just to get from there, so it can go pretty slow. So you can imagine if you had this game, I've wasted hours sitting here just flying over things. It's just so fun. So this is gorgeous scenery. So another one of those spots, like it's like famous. You've heard people say it's the one site in America you have to see. I mean, I don't agree with that so much. It's a wonderful site, but if you do go, try to make it so you can spend more than one day. Spend a day just doing the walking around the main area and the basic trails to where all the people go. But spend a day to go to the bottom. I know people they jog to the bottom and ran to the top, more for like a fitness type thing, which is great, but you can't really see it. You're not really paying attention. Yeah, this is the kind of spot where you definitely want to have a smaller plane like this. Obviously, you couldn't fly a 737 or any kind of big plane through here, and you go too fast. Surprisingly green when they took the imagery for this, so. That visitor center that we flew over was the south rim, and that's where most people go. The north rim is is less visited. So I think if you want to get a little more seclusion, if you want to get even more secluded, you can go to Havasupai or Hualapai, which are on reservations, but they're much less visited. And the whole canyon is beautiful. You don't have to be at the park where it's the actual national park. Alright, so we're getting ready to move on somewhere else. I'm going to crash the plane. Someone says, buzz the river. Let's see how close I can get to the river. Oh, that's not how you do it. But look, it's still going. Still going. Alright. So I'll Alright, so let's see some suggestions. I don't mind anywhere. Prince William Sound, that sounds pretty good. Uluru, good options. Yeah, I'm not sure about the color accuracy either. Alright. I don't know how... What's the nearest town to the Prince William Sound? I should definitely know that. I'm trying to see what the closest airport to that is. Probably Whittier. I did not know that was the name of that town. Doesn't show up. Whittier doesn't. That's kind of, I thought almost all the airports are supposed to be in this game. All right, so that's not going to happen. I'll try Anchorage and what's the main airport there? Actually, it doesn't really matter. I don't care about the town as much as the scenery. Yeah, Coe River Gorge is pretty cool. That was one of the first places I flew over when I got this game because it's near where I live. Real nice spot. So this is Anchorage, Alaska. Obviously not the main airport. So I've never been to Anchorage. I've never been to Alaska in general. So I obviously would love to go. I would like to do it by road trip, and then when you get to places like Fairbanks or Anchorage, take bush planes to get various parks. Oh man, this is nice. Now, I don't know exactly where we are in relation to the. There you go. That's. Should probably pay attention to the game and not to chat. All right. Yeah. So I haven't spoken much about Alaska on my videos because I haven't been there. So mainly it's just I'm talking about the flags or something that I can see without having actually been there. So hopefully soon. It's not on the radar for the near future in terms of travel, but I would kick myself if I didn't go eventually. Alright, so I'm going to just kind of fly around. So I want to see this bay, see some of the scenery in the mountains. And Anchorage is a pretty big city for, it's 300,000 people, which is pretty good size for an Alaska city. I've seen it on GeoGuessr. I mean, you can tell it looks a little bit different than typical American city, but it's still got a really cool feel to it. I mean, this is your scenery. I mean, just to live somewhere where everywhere you go, you see this. I mean, of course, Anchorage itself, you're one of the most natural disaster prone areas in the world. So not a great spot for earthquakes and volcanoes, tsunami. Bad spot for that. Alaska in general is just geologically unstable, but it's beautiful. Most geologically unstable places are beautiful. Places that are geologically stable tend to be kind of bland and boring. So I wonder how high this plane can even go. Probably not to I doubt you can fly over Denali in this. Well, I don't know. Well, actually, one thing that's interesting about Alaska, even though Alaska has the highest peak Denali's, there really aren't a ton of really high peaks. They're only, I think that's the only one over 20,000 feet, about 6,500 meters-ish. But Colorado has more peaks over 14,000 feet, or about 4,000 meters-ish. So Alaska probably only has maybe 10 that high, but Colorado has way, way more. So you can trigger Colorado by saying, just reminding them that, California, Washington, and Alaska all have the real, actual high mountains. Wow, yeah, I'm used to the Sierra and the Rockies flying over them, and it just looks way different. And it's just the layout, the geology, just the various ranges. Very different look than either of the Rockies or the Sierra Nevada. Really cool. So that's the sound over there, I'm assuming. Yeah, whenever you get GeoGuessr, like Alaska and GeoGuessr, some of the wood areas, man, it's just so nice. But I don't know if I could do the lack of sunlight. I mean, the cold would be easier to tolerate for me than the lack of sunlight in the wintertime. Oh, you know what? Yeah. I've had my landing gear on the whole time. I'm not really paying attention to the game as much. So, the echo is back. Man, guys, I don't know. I'm sorry. I haven't touched a setting on here, so I'm going to crash the plane here. I've seen a lot of requests for Boston, so I will. Oh, a bounce. So, check out Boston. So, if you guys are curious about this game, it is $60. It's a full price game. You need a ton of space. You need to have, I would recommend 250 gigs of free space. Now Boston is loading, so alright. Yeah, I have all of my speakers off. The only sound device I have is my microphone, so I don't know what could be causing it. But again, like I was saying before, the webcam is funky, so. I don't know, guys. Sorry. The webcam is a mic, but it's disabled. So yeah, I don't know. I didn't do anything to fix it before. I've been sitting here with the same thing, so. This is really close to downtown. I don't have to go very far to get downtown. I don't want to talk too much if it's just an annoying echo. I'll obviously have to look at that in my OBS settings, but I haven't touched a thing during this whole stream. People have been going back and forth with it being an echo, so. Alright, so here's downtown. Nice, tightly packed downtown. Nice architecture. I've never been here. I will be here in about 3 weeks. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's my end or YouTube's end. I'm going to say it's YouTube's. It can't possibly be my fault. Wow, what is this right here? I would not expect to see something like this right in the middle of the city. It's very industrial. What I expected to see right there. The big park, I think it's called Boston Common. Some of the, and there's like the Jackie Kennedy Parkway or something that goes around, kind of loops around. So because I don't know, what is this? Oh, that was a screen clipping, graph was clipping. Because I don't know Boston too much, I don't know where the main neighborhoods are. Yeah, you can tell things are really old. I mean, obviously it's an old city, although I just saw something recently that Boston fell out of the top 10 of metropolitan areas in the U.S. for the first time in history. It's always been in the top 10, but now it's at number 11. Yeah, really cool. I'm thinking that is the River Charles, down by the dirty water, Boston near my home. Yeah, so when I'm there, I'll probably just park as close as I can to this. I'm a cheapskate, so as close as I can get to free parking around here, and then just walk around until my feet hurt. That's usually how I do it. And head over to Cambridge, just west of downtown. Should have changed the time of day, so look at that go there. Now, Cambridge is where Harvard and MIT are, which you would think would be really nice, but I saw some of this, they're kind of rough. I always expect that this kind of university town would be really nice, but I don't know if that's the case or not. Yeah, a lot of high rises extending far from downtown. So we're a good few miles from downtown. There's still a lot of high rises. Yeah, a little more extension of high rises than most other cities. Got a long corridor right here, nice parkway. This looks like a pretty nice neighborhood. I don't know what neighborhood this is. I bet these are pretty old homes. Looks like a really old neighborhood right on the water. I bet it's super expensive here. Brownstone, perhaps. Yeah, I don't know the city well enough, but that's kind of cool, little gym. So yeah, it'd be really cool to see this for the first time. I don't know where the Capitol building is. I might have just flown over it. Exactly where it is. It's a gold dome. What is it? This is very... Well, that's the airport. A lot of islands? I didn't realize it. There's a lot of islands out there. People live on those. So yeah, this part of town obviously is very different feeling than back there. I can see this being an area that gets gentrified. This looks like future gentrification. I don't know what this is. That looks like, I don't know what that is. There are buildings on this island. I wonder if it's military or something. No. Yeah, I don't know what this stuff is out here. It looks pretty cool. Now, if you lived here, I guess you could. Well, there's some stuff. I thought there's a prison. That's a farm. No, not a, I don't know, boarding school perhaps? Yeah, so pretty flat until you get a little bit away from town. Yeah, very interesting vertical development for the city here. How it, kind of a linear vertical development following the river. Alright, so let's see where we're going next. Alright, I'm going to go through here. Oh, well, I guess I'm going to Mackinac Island. Nick, thank you very much. That isn't what I intended, so, but I will. Yeah, I didn't want you to feel like you had to super chat for that, but I will, because that's not cool if I don't. But yeah, I would love to go to Mackinac Island. And you're saying there's an airport, so I'm assuming there is an airport on the island. Mackinac Island, there it is. What time is it? I'm going to put it into daytime. It's clear skies. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Mackinac is no, Mackinac, sorry. Mackinac is, there's no roads or no cars on it except for like emergency vehicles and delivery vehicles, I think. And it's known for its fudge, Mackinac fudge. Something different about the fudge they do there, I don't know. Wow, that's not... There's a Caribbean island called Saba, S-A-B-A, and it has what's referred to as like the world's scariest airport. you're on a giant bridge, and you just drive the plane and you go off a cliff. You don't lift off, you just go off. So that's one that is kind of fun to do if you want to see a scary airport. I'm assuming you've got to go back. So I know this is a pretty popular summer destination for folks from Michigan, or tourists in general from other places. Very wooded. Houses are barely you can see them underneath all that tree cover. Of course, you'd expect that from, I guess this isn't quite northern Michigan, but it's, there's a name for the people that live there, because it's not the trolls under the bridge. They're between the bridges. I can't think what the name of the people are. Like they're called fudgy or something. Like, I don't know. Not the name I'd give myself, but is that really all there is? So this is just wooded right here. So not many folks live. This is the town. Yeah, there really isn't much here. So this is the part where Lake Michigan and Huron come together. Really sketchy bridge on the land part. Yeah, it's always interesting to see islands when you don't realize how small the islands are until you fly over them. It's really cool because some of the Caribbean islands we've been to, when we fly over them on this game, I'm like, wow, that island is so small. We basically walked around the entire thing. Yeah, because it's Mackinac City, right, with a W at the end, but then Mackinac with a C, I guess it's still pronounced Mackinac, but it's... This really isn't a whole lot here. Yeah, Great Lakes. So if you've yeah, the bridge that goes over it it's got really low rails, and it's a windy spot. It feels like, you know, if you're in a high-profile vehicle and you catch the breeze, I mean, you don't hear people going over the bridge or anything, but it just seems like it would be a more dangerous bridge. I think I heard of one time ever a car being blown off the railing, but yeah. Yeah, the Yoopers. Yeah, so the town that's just south of the bridge, I think it's called Mackinac City, or is it just north? One of these ends of the bridge is Mackinac City. And then once you go this way onto the lower peninsula, it's a more flat farmland, and the upper peninsula is a little more hilly, more mountainous. But here is the bridge. Kind of weird because you don't see there's not the vertical definition, because the bridge goes way over the water. Well, you can't see it because it's just the aerial view, you just see that. So when you see it from this level, it looks like it's just a flat bridge across. It goes pretty steep. It goes well over the river. All right. Stinger, the game is $60. It's a full price game. Of course, games now are $7, but alright, so bike trip around the island, 7 miles. Alright, I'm gonna do one more spot. This is free on Game Pass? I did not know that. Game Pass is crazy. It's almost like it has to be a catch, right? Alright, I'm going to do... I've seen a few requests for Moscow, and I've never seen it before, and I'm curious. And now, oh wow, I have no idea which one it would be. That's a Russian word. All right, so this is all right. Yeah, Moscow is Moscow. You always read like the most expensive city in the world, which is really weird to think that Moscow would be the most expensive place to live. But I guess if you have money in Russia, you go to Moscow. But, I don't know. Never been there. I have no idea which way I would go. You were stuck at the airport for 18 hours? That sounds like fun. No, I think Moscow has a bunch of high-rises. I don't know which direction I need to go. Yeah, very flat. Area is known for its wheat production. Western part of Russia is kind of like the Great Plains of the U.S. in terms of terrain and agriculture. Yeah, I don't know where I would even go to get to actual Moscow. This is obviously nowhere near the city. I don't even see town development in the distance. If anybody knows what direction I would need to go from the airport, that'd be cool. But if I don't see anything in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to switch to something else. Yeah, because I'm not seeing even any buildings, like nothing in the distance. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know all the details of it. I just heard that Moscow is really expensive. I don't know. All right, so I don't think we're getting to Moscow. I don't see anything. All right. False alarm on the Moscow. Sorry about that, guys. One more. I will do. All right, let's go to Denver. A lot of folks have requested Denver. Denver International, the largest airport in the country in terms of size. I'm not sure why that is, but it's a huge airport. It takes up many square miles. Yeah, oftentimes, I don't know, there's usually a smaller airport near the downtown than the main airport, but I don't think Denver International is too far, wasn't it? It's northeast of downtown. Alright, so I did not realize the Denver airport was out. Why did I think it was closer to town? Yeah, I definitely did not know. I thought this is like the northeastern part of the metro, right? The airport. So it should be. Yeah, so Denver, another city that I like. It's growing pretty fast. There's probably about 600,000 or so in Denver, pushing 4 million in the metro area. The whole Front Range is just growing a lot. There isn't much space between Littleton and Colorado Springs. You know, the South Denver suburbs to Colorado Springs is almost entirely built up. There's almost no space between Denver and the Wyoming border. It goes from Denver to Boulder to Greeley, Fort Collins, not much space up there. And Colorado in general is growing a lot. I think it's pretty funny when people in Colorado complain about all the population growth, and it's like, well, you guys are doing better than the vast majority of states. I mean, when people from Colorado complain, it's like, man, life is rough. Yeah, this is weird. I was very off on where I thought this airport was. Yeah, so I just drove across Colorado recently along mostly US 50. Went through Montrose and Gunnison, went near Black Canyon, the Gunnison National Park. We didn't get a chance to visit. The road was closed around there. And then around some of the woods and the high mountains of the middle part of the state. And at the Salida, which I learned is how it's pronounced. Nice little town. Wow, this is way far from that. Starting to see some ex-urban development here, newer subdivisions. Check back in 10 years, this will be suburbia. It's ex-suburbia right now. You can see that kind of development right there. That looks like a very 2000s subdivision, that kind of rows and development for houses. And also Denver, the city itself is not in the mountains. A lot of folks think it's in the mountains because, you know, Mile High City, mountains in the background. But it's actually kind of the western edge of the, you know, the high plains, the plateau. It's just near the mountains, but not in them. So these eastern suburbs here, I don't think it's growing as much to the east as it is in the other directions. I don't know. I think south and north is more. Hey Brian, thanks for the super chat. From Denver to Lawrence, more scenic than I-70. Honestly, I-70, I would say, is the most scenic drive across Kansas. It's not very scenic, but it's more scenic than the part I drove through. I mean, you'll be going through at 75 miles an hour. It's not, I mean, it's not the worst scenery. It's just it goes on for so long. It's just the same scenery for 6-7 hours. I think that's what, for me, is kind of what makes it so boring. But I would just take I-70. The other ways across the state are going to be the same scenery, but you'll be going a lot slower. But if you do want to stop at some of those small towns, those one cafe kind of towns, almost like ghost towns, they're pretty interesting. But it'll be a slow drive if you take the side roads. Although the 2-lane highways in Kansas, I think, are still speed limit 70, which is pretty good for 2-lane highways. All right, so this is more recent suburbia here. This is not really infilled. Normally places try to infill their development instead of just having all these empty spots. Should start to see downtown. I'm not sure what's out here. This is, I'm not sure how, I mean, that's downtown obviously. This isn't Louisville. No, that's not it. Yeah, a lot of folks are surprised when they see Denver. If you were to approach on a plane, like a wobbly plane with a drunk pilot like me coming to Denver, you probably wouldn't expect this scenery to be what's around there. You would expect that, and not that. So that video I posted was just a few minutes of me driving through Kansas. I mean, I started that video from Colorado, so that's what that part of Colorado looks like too. Look at that traffic. Isn't that the way it always is in Denver? Just no bumper to bumper traffic. The I-25, I-70 interchange is never backed up. Wow, this is still not infilled. We're really close to downtown, and it's still not infilled. That's very strange. I thought for some reason the airport was out here, this kind of industrial type area. Obviously not. Yeah, I did not expect this to be what just north of downtown looks like. This is going to be gentrified, probably. This is exactly the kind of area that gets gentrified. A lot of new high-rises going up in Denver. The skyline is going to look quite a bit different. It probably already looks a lot different just from this Bing map. I mean, there's been new high-rises. So there's the baseball stadium, one of the coolest baseball stadiums. If you're into baseball, it's one of the best spots to see a game. See how well I know my Denver. I believe the area around the baseball stadium has some cool microbreweries and stuff, and there's places you can watch the game from there. That's obviously the state capitol building. And just off of that is a pedestrian mall that kind of goes with diagonal angle. I think it's either 14th Street, 16th Street. I don't know. It's a street name, a street number. It's pretty touristy. It has your typical chain, Hard Rock Cafe kind of stuff. But it's kind of fun. The state capitol building is really nice. It's across the plaza from the city hall, which is a really impressive city hall. And Denver is one of the cities that has the city and county with the same thing. So this is the Capitol building right here, and then this across the plaza is City Hall, and that to the right is that. I think it's either 14th or 16th, whatever it is. So, but yeah, nice downtown, good for walking around. It's pretty hot in the summer, more than you might think. It rains more in the summer than you might think too. I take it this is the Six Flags. I did not realize this was so close to downtown. Airport's nowhere near downtown, but Six Flags is right there. And that is the Broncos Stadium, football stadium. The people in Denver still call it Mile High Stadium. I know, like in Chicago, it's the Sears Tower became the Willis Tower, but everyone calls it Sears Tower still. So I wasn't sure if people in Denver still call it Mile High Stadium. Yeah, pretty expensive city, but the wages are pretty high. Colorado taxes are pretty average. So the cost of living is fairly high, but again, the wages are pretty good. And the poverty rate in Colorado is pretty low, and it's fairly low in Denver compared to other cities. But yeah, look at that stadium parking lot. Man, you realize, you just really get to see just how big parking lots are. Just how much urban space is used for that. Yeah, a lot of green space downtown. I take it this is the convention center. I don't know what that would be. There's the most iconic high-rise, rounded one, looks like kind of shaved at the top. All right, well, that is Denver. I'm not going to fly anymore to Denver. Yeah, okay, 16th Street, that's good. I knew it was 14th or 16th. Yeah, Edge, I would do a baseball stadium video, but I haven't been to all of them. I haven't seen a game at all of them. I've been to most of them. I haven't been inside most of them. In Power Field at Mile High. Yeah, I think parking garages are better than that ocean of parking that we saw near that stadium, but that's pretty common in the U.S. They're just giant parking lots. This is something, arena where the hockey team plays, the Avalanche or whatever. All right, so that's Denver. So I'm going to probably cut this stream. I was originally going to do something else on this stream. It's kind of a challenge, but it's kind of a silly challenge. So basically, what it was going to be is it's something where you go and you basically just list as many cities in the U.S. as you can. And you just in an hour. So for example, I would start with, say, Alabama. I'd go Florence, Muscle Shoals, Sheffield, Tuscumbia, Huntsville, Madison, Athens, Coleman, Guntersville, Gadsden, Arab, Scottsboro, Mentone. I would just literally list cities for an hour, which is obviously going to be riveting TV, riveting internet, but it is kind of a challenge. So I might just make a separate video of me doing it. I wanted to do it live. I didn't want people to think I was cheating and reading off of something, but I really don't want to sit here for an hour and list off cities. But I think I could probably do about 3,000 cities, but my limit would be typing. I can't type fast enough for it. So, but I might do something like that just kind of as a challenge, because I think I know, because of the name of this channel, I wish it wasn't called what it is, but I do feel like I kind of have pressure on me to do some of the geography challenges that are going around. So the naming 100 cities one is one that's kind of going around. So, or naming as many as you can in 1 hour. But yeah, it's already, I've been on here for a while, so I'm not going to do the hour listing. And plus, nobody should have to watch me listing cities for an hour. But it is fun. That's kind of thing I've been doing for a while. Just kind of, I can't clear my head, just list cities. Ivermectin. I don't know what that is. I don't know if I said something I probably shouldn't have said. I don't know what that is, Al. And Big Babato, I don't know what jet pump is. So sorry about that. But yeah, let me see if I can bring up. I'm going to bring up that game really fast, but I'm not going to do it. Let's see. All right, so it's called, I think someone just put this thing together on their own. Let me go. It won't let me leave. All right. All right, so this is that game I was talking about. So, and what it is, you start typing. So again, so say I started with Alabama. Right, what I would do is actually this. Just start with Alabama and then just type in Florence, Muscle Shoals. You know, I just literally be doing this, but I can't type I'm terrible typist. So, and it shows up on the map all the places you've listed. So for me to do this, I would probably need to have a transcriber do this because, you know, I just can't type fast enough. So I know I could probably get thousands of them, but I couldn't type thousands of them. So, so again, just any kind of state, random state, you know, Iowa, you scope, you know, Sioux City, you know, Council Bluffs, Carter Lake, Spirit Lake, Storm Lake, Dubuque, Marshalltown, Fort Dodge, Ames, Mason City. You know, you just kind of do that. But I couldn't type that fast, so I don't know how well I could do this challenge. But I do want to at least show that I can do this. So that's kind of what this challenge is. So I'll probably do a separate video on just this because, again, I've been on here for a while. I don't know about I do have the voice capture on my phone. I could probably do that with transcribes. Well, it's funny. My wife is an excellent typist, very, very good, but she can't spell, and so I know these places, but I can't type. So I was kind of joking, it'd be like that old like Richard Pryor, Gene Wilder movie where one of them's blind, the other one's deaf, and they're trying to get stuff done and they can't. That's kind of like what it would be. Like, how do you spell Milwaukee? How do you spell Poughkeepsie? You know, just that kind of stuff, and it would just take forever. But so what I'm going to do, so like how I just did with Alabama, I just kind of want to go through a state just to show that I can do this. So yes, I've been to Enid, Oklahoma. I kind of liked it. All right, so the first state I see named in chat, I'll just start doing that for that state, and then so people don't think I practice on something, and then I'll just show you what that would be, and then what you can not look forward to in a future video. Alaska, okay. All right, so for Alaska, I would go like, because you got Anchorage, the biggest city, and near there, just north of there, you have Wasilla, Palmer, Big Lake. You have Kenai, Soldotna, Seward, and Spenard. The junction town between Fairbanks and Whitehorse is Tok, T-O-K. There's one called Glen Allen, which is between Tok and Anchorage. Talkeetna is just outside of Denali. You got Nome, Kotzebue, Kobuk, Adak, Unalaska, Umiat, and up around Fairbanks you have College and North Pole, Prudhoe Bay. That's probably about it that I know for Alaska. So Alaska isn't one of the ones that I know the most. So somebody else said Illinois. So Illinois, I do Rockford, Moline, East Moline, Galesburg, Decatur, Peoria, Peoria, East Peoria, Peoria Heights, Pekin, South Pekin, Normal, Bloomington, Urbana-Champaign, Peru, LaSalle, Kankakee, Joliet, Aurora, Naperville, Downers Grove, Cicero, Rolling Meadows, Gurnee, Schaumburg, Evanston, Skokie, Chicago, Charleston, Macomb, Springfield. Where am I in the state now? Danville, Carbondale, East St. Louis, O'Fallon. So that's probably all I know for Illinois. I could do that for all the states, but like I was saying, I can't type that fast. So I want to figure out a way I can do that and not look like a hunt and peck idiot doing this. Because I can probably only type about 700 words a minute or an hour, so even though I could list thousands, I couldn't do it. But anyway, so that's what I was going to be doing. Decided not to. Well, I don't. Yeah, I mean, because I was thinking, do people want to sit and just watch me list places? I mean, that's kind of lame. But so I kind of wanted to do it more to just have it on record, not so much. I don't know. But yeah, but I'll do one more state just for the heck of it. Alaska, Illinois, Georgia. I won't do Georgia. I could do Georgia for half an hour. Washington, Bellingham, Everett, Seattle, Redmond, Renton, Federal Way, SeaTac, Tacoma, Puyallup. I have no idea how to pronounce that one. Olympia, Lacey, Point Roberts, Port Angeles, Grays Harbor, Aberdeen, Kelso, Longview, Vancouver. All right, then we'll go over to Ellensburg, Yakima, the Tri-Cities of Richland, Kennewick, Pasco, Walla Walla, Cheney, Pullman, Spokane, Spokane Valley, Moses Lake. That's about it. Wenatchee. I don't know. So for almost all the states, I could do that. Hawaii, I probably couldn't do very many. Delaware, probably not many. Rhode Island, not many either. But it's just a lot of fun. I enjoy doing that. And so I might have to think about doing the voice recognition thing on the phone. I didn't really think about that. Or just even voice recognition transcriber. I'm sure there's an app I can get online. But of course, with proper names and cities, like if I say, Menominee Falls, Wisconsin, will it know how to spell Menominee? So I don't know. So that's what I was talking about doing. But I also don't want the streams to go on for hours and hours and hours. So. Well, I don't know about 700 words per hour, not per minute. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do this another time because it would be another hour. And I know I said I might do this, and I'm now saying I'm not. So I don't want to be like that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think this is. Yeah, that'd be. Yeah, if I had a group of mods, I could do that as well. Yeah, I may have to do this as a. I might do this live at another time, just because. I don't know. It sounds fun to list cities, but then the idea that people would be watching it would be kind of. Yeah, I probably know at least 500 cities just in California, and probably at least 100 in South Carolina. So just a couple of questions, guys. I want to ask you, I've been doing these streams once a month. I kind of alternate between one like this and then a Q&A type one, and then kind of go back and forth. I'd like to know just in comments on either in this chat or on any video, just if you like that, or fewer streams or more of one type, fewer of one type, or whatever. Because I enjoy doing this. The stuff that I was streaming tonight that's what I do anyway for fun in my house. I might as well just stream it. But I don't want to stream too often. I want to be overkill, and I don't want to stream stuff that people don't like and then not do stuff that people do like. So I'd like to get some feedback of what type of streaming you like and how often is, how much is too much type of thing. So, all right. Well, all right, here's what I'll do. I said I would be on here for 3 hours. It's been 2.5. So how about if I do this for a half an hour? That'll be a compromise. Instead of a full hour. Yeah, the quizzes, the Sporkle. Sporkle is a lot of fun. That is a really nerdy geography thing. So if you guys aren't familiar with that, that is something else. Take a look at this website if you want good geography quizzes. This is really good. They can be brutal. There's some brutal ones. Yeah, most populous cities in each state. That's that's be kind of easy. Show me pestilence, my favorite spot in Oklahoma. Thank you very much for the super chat. I like the southeastern portion near the Arkansas border. There's an area called the McCurtain County Wilderness. And it's real nice. I've been hiking back there. It really feels like you're somewhere. I mean, you would not think you were in Oklahoma. You would think you're definitely somewhere else. Yeah, that's the second time I've seen jet. What is jet punk? What is jet punk? I don't want to look it up. It might be something bad. But if you do want to try out that Sporkle, do try it out. It's a lot of fun. I've done a couple of them. What have I done? I did. Oh, they update these things. Find the U.S. states without. Oh, I'm doing this. This is the spur of the moment. I'm doing this. Can you find the U.S. states without any outlines and without making any mistakes? Wait. How do you do this? Oh, you. Oh. Oh. Ooh, this is hard. Oh, this is hard. Because you really have to. Oh, Tennessee's so thin. Oh, I got lucky on that one. Oh, this is pretty cool. Wow, but if you, oh no, this is hard right here. Ooh, lucky. That's not even how it's shaped. That's not, these states are, these shapes are weird. Oh, Delaware. Oh, all right. Well, this is pretty cool. I like this. Of course, once it gets far, it gets really easy because they're. It's like clip art version of these states. Yeah, now it's just really easy. That's pretty cool. I'm glad it gave me Rhode Island toward the end. If you get that one first, you might screw it up. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to check out Jetpunk. I don't know. I like these kind of online games. Do you know of the USDA Natural Amenities Scale? I do not know. I'm not familiar with that. What city is near Rabbit Ears Mountain? I don't know, actually. Rabbit Ears Mountain. I was just there. Where? I was just there. Where is that? I don't know. Wow. So this is pretty cool. Does everyone find the countries of the world? That'd be hard. That'd be really hard. U.S. cities north to south, capitals of Europe, capitals of the world. 50 largest U.S. cities minefield. Clayton, New Mexico. That's okay. I was there recently. I knew I saw signs for that. What is this? You have to guess what cities these are? Wait. Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, Steamboat Rabbit Ears. Oh, now this is good right here. All right, so can you name the 50 largest U.S. cities without setting off the mine? Okay, so this is, how do you do, oh. All right, so I'm going to just see how well I know the 50 biggest cities. Obviously, that's New York. That's Los Angeles. That is Chicago. Oops. That is Houston. Phoenix? No, Philadelphia. Oh, yeah. Phoenix. That's Philadelphia. San Antonio? San Diego, Dallas, San Jose, Austin, Jacksonville. 884. Indiana. Oh, I didn't lose. Oh, you don't have to go in order. Oh, what? That makes it so much easier. Oh, this is cool. Let's see. 879. That is 879. Columbus. El Paso. Oh, I was way off on that. 874. Charlotte. No. Seattle's not. What on earth has 874? What am I missing here? Fort Worth. All right, 704. That's, yeah. Louisville. Oh, wow, way off. Man, 704. Denver's not that big. Oh, it is. 685. Oh, way off. Wow, way off. You guys didn't see that one. Oh. Baltimore. There we go. Oh, no. Wow, what am I way off on? Oh, man. Oh, Indianapolis. Oh, I did that. Boston. Good Lord, you're an idiot. All right. Detroit. Detroit used to be like top 10. Now it's, what is it? Not even top 15 now. 667. Albuquerque is not that big, but it's going to be on here. Oh man, this is hard. I mean, I know which ones are going to be on here. I'm trying to go in order though, as much as I can. I mean, Atlanta isn't that big, but it'll be on here. Sacramento will be on here. Fresno, Long Beach, Oakland. Oh, barely. How about you stop being sloppy? That was sloppy. Minneapolis. Oh, wow. Okay, I need to stop living near the edge like that. Miami. Oh, wow, that's a bad guess. That was a dangerous guess. Whew, don't do that one again. All right. Oh, Vegas. Good Lord. What an obvious one to miss. Does Raleigh have over? I don't know. Oklahoma City does for sure. Portland. Oh, man. Obvious one that I missed. Oops. Oh my Lord. The ones I missed are the ones right nearby. Lord. That's embarrassing. Nashville, Memphis. 496. Let's see. Bakersfield has about 400,000. Honolulu, I think, has less. Omaha. Man, this is hard. I'm going to the states alphabetically. Raleigh has to. Has to be. Oh, okay. Oh, that's actually bigger than I thought. Tulsa, I think, just passed 400,000. Okay. Wow. Okay. Not. Scottsdale, Colorado Springs, Tampa, Wichita, St. Louis is, no, not St. Louis. Man, it's got to be some of those what I just said. What else is in Texas? Arlington. That's the next biggest suburb, isn't it? Oh, okay. I don't even know. I'm going to have to guess. Tampa, what was I saying? Tampa, Wichita. Oh, Virginia Beach. That's obvious one. The obvious one. All right. Oh, actually, not that obvious. What is that big one that I'm missing? 500,000 people. It's got to be Colorado Springs. Okay. What is that big one that I'm missing? What's the next biggest city in California? Bakersfield, but that's not 496. I'll look at chat. Let me see. Nothing in New Jersey. Mesa. That might be it. That might, no, I don't think Mesa might be the 390, not the 490s. Definitely not Pittsburgh. Not Orlando. Not Fort Lauderdale. Man. So, Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Mesa, Arizona, Tampa, Florida, Honolulu, I'm pretty sure it's under 400. Which I'm pretty sure when I was in Wichita, oh Lord. I knew it. Because it's just past 400,000 at the. Okay. All right. 500,000. Isn't Mesa? Does Mesa have 500,000 people? It wouldn't surprise me. Phoenix is growing like crazy. It's not Birmingham. It's not Anchorage. It's not Scottsdale. Bakersfield's not that big. It's not. It's not Tampa, Fort Lauderdale. It's nothing in Florida. It's not Honolulu. It has to be Mesa. What else can it possibly be? All right, dude. Who said it has to be? I don't know what else it can be. 500,000 people in Mesa, Arizona. Man, it wasn't long ago. It was like 350. Wow, that's okay. I wouldn't have guessed it. I don't know what I would have guessed because none of the other ones I thought could have been were near 500,000. Yeah. Countries of the. Well, that's too easy. I want one like that. Find the counties of England. Wow, I would never get that one done. Find the countries of Africa. Oh, that's too easy with the borders. I want the one without the borders. Find the countries of Europe. No out. Oh, wow. All right, I'm going to try this one. This will be way harder than the. Oh, if I get this oh my God, I'm not going to do this. Spain. Okay, I got that one. Oh, Lord, already. Okay. Can you zoom in? You can't zoom in. Okay. North Macedonia. You guys are killing me with these. Man, that's hard. That's really hard. If it gives you those ones. Kosovo. Wow, they're starting me off with the hardest ones. Man, that's brutal. Netherlands. Okay, I can at least get that one. Luxembourg? Are you kidding? Oh, there's an arrow pointing to it. What? I guessed that. What's going on here? Okay. Slovakia. Well, there's no way I can do this. You can skip countries? Oh. Well. Oh, you can just skip it when you get one you don't. Oh, okay. Oh, I can. Oh, that makes it. San Marino is going to be this one. That'll be tough to grab. Switzerland right there. Ukraine. Romania. Moldova. Vatican City. Serbia. Oh, you should have skipped it. This is fun. Man, I could probably do this forever. I can't be doing this forever. Africa from space. Wow, this is cool. Wow. I'm going to get myself in trouble with this. All right, I'm just kind of screwing around. All right, so no, I think what happened with the Luxembourg one, I clicked on the tip of the arrow, and you're supposed to click on the arrow itself. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow, this is crazy. All right, so let me see what this jet punk thing is that people are talking about. I'm glad it's actually a website, not some weird porn. That would have been weird. Guess the country's being drawn? Oh, dude. Wow, this is awesome. Wow, this is really, really cool. I'm so glad you guys showed me this. Ooh. Oh. 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 I don't like this one. That's got to be an island country. Well, I'm out already. It's not Fiji. What is chat saying? Sierra Leone? Yeah, that is Sierra Leone. I'm totally cheating. I'm going off of chat. I got that on my own. I didn't cheat. Oh, what do you know? Canada. I like the app that's actually doing this, the drawing. That's, whoops, it'd be nice if I could spell. España. But this is kind of easy though, actually. I just say that, and then, oh, no, this is Bulgaria. It only has 6. Oh, my time's up. Whoa, how could I have gone faster? I went pretty darn fast. It was the Sierra Leone. I wasted too much time on Sierra Leone. Wow. Holy crap. That was really cool. Yeah, I might have to do a whole stream on just stuff on Sporkle and Jetpunk. This is really cool. Oh Lord, this is, I'm not even bother this one. That's an insult to do this one. It's too easy. Yeah. But yeah, no, I know this has been kind of a hodgepodge stream. Yeah, it didn't really go where I wanted to go, but I do need to get off the stream here, though. I mean, I enjoy doing this. I hope you guys can, enjoy some of the stuff too. And I just love geography and all these games. And I found a new website that I like. I'll be on this. So I'll be doing streaming probably once a month. So again, like I said before, if you guys can post comments on any videos, types of streams you like or don't like, things you want to see more of or less of. Because if you're on the stream, if you're still on the stream right now, then I care about your opinion a lot. So I do want to know what is best for you guys. Because again, all these things I was doing today, GeoGuessr, Flight Simulator, Sporkle, Jetpunk, that name the cities, all of it. That's just fun. That's fun. So I would love to do any of it. So, but I do appreciate you guys joining me. I love doing these streams. I hope you guys enjoy it too. But yeah, I'll do this again next month, and I have a normal video coming up on Wednesday. Another state profile video will be coming up on Wednesday, and then get back to normal videos now that I'm back from my my road trip. You'll see the last bit of comments. Thanks a lot, guys. I really do appreciate all the support and everything. And but yeah, 8 o'clock, 5 Pacific. Hope you guys have a good rest of your evening. And I'm gonna go eat some dinner. All right, guys. Good.